Alright everyone, time for us to do another battery comparison between the iPhone 14, iPhone XR, iPhone XS, and my iPhone X at the end. Now I do understand the lighting is a little bit off and I've already been doing this test for about a minute now, so hopefully you guys, this will give us a good idea of how much better or how much worse the battery life is on all these devices. Now a big thing I also want to showcase to you all is the range and battery health. So all the apps are cleared out in the background except for this specific application. If we go and take a look at the battery healths on these iPhones, you will basically be able to see they are at like different capacities. So that is probably one minor thing to keep in mind. You can see the iPhone 14 is 100%, the XR is 92%, XS is 86%, and the iPhone X is 85%. So definitely keep that in the back of your head. Now I will keep that app in the background. They're not on screen timeout, so they are all at their max brightness as well. So I'll check back in about another hour, and then we'll see where they're at. I'll probably go and play like Temple Run 2 after that hour just to kind of see how much quicker they die, and then we'll kind of see how they go from there. Alright, so it's been a little bit over an hour. My iPhone 14 is at 96%, iPhone XR is at 87%, iPhone XS is at 89%, and the iPhone X is at 81%. So pretty much it's almost exactly what I expected. I'm surprised the XS is doing so well, but also I'm surprised how low the brightness is on the iPhone XR, even though they're on the max brightness. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load up a game like Temple Run 2. So I'm going to load it up on all of them, and we're just going to let that game kind of play out in the background until, for about probably another hour or so. So let me go and load that game up, and we'll check back in about another hour. Alright everyone, it's been about another 2 hours actually, as we're now at the 2 hour 47 minute mark, and we can see my iPhone 14 after playing Temple Run 2 for about, I guess, an hour and 47 minutes. My iPhone 14 is at 78%, my iPhone XR is at 41%, iPhone XS is at 48%, and the iPhone X at the very end is now at 41%. So the 10 and the XR are now matching up. Very, very interesting. Could mean that iOS 16.1 could be, or 16.0.2 could be doing worse in battery life. I guess we'll have to see. But I'll go and let it run for another hour or two on Temple Run 2 and just kind of see what happens. So we are now at that 3 hour and 54 minute mark, and the iPhone 14, and they've been pretty much playing Temple Run the last few hours. The iPhone 14 is at 67%, the iPhone 11 is at 13%, my iPhone XS is at 23%, and my iPhone X down all the way at the end is at 16%. So very interesting stuff. I'm going to let them run out again. I was thinking about just letting them die out right now on their standard screen, but I'm going to go and load Temple Run 2 again. It's just one of the best ways to go and get these phones to die out. So I'm going to go and run it back and see where they're at in about another hour or so. Alright, so at the 5 hour and 22 minute mark, and that is when this whole entire comparison actually winded down. So it took, the iPhone XS to die out at 509, and it was a pretty interesting comparison. The 10 did a little bit worse than I thought, maybe because of the update, but the more important thing is the iPhone 14 right now is at 51%. So these iPhones, literally all I did was play Temple Run, had them on standby time, had them with the screen on. So ultimately what I will definitely tell you, if you're going from the iPhone X or iPhone X or iPhone XS, you are definitely getting a better phone by upgrading to this specific device, at least in the battery standpoint. But also you're going to be getting a brighter display, a faster phone, better cameras, and honestly it's going to be a better phone overall on something like the iPhone 14 over one of these devices for sure. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it is one of those options that you have. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.